So as far as I'm concerned, there's only two types of people in this world. Those that love Dexter and those that don't own a TV. Because how else do you explain somebody not liking a show that's this awesome? So this Sunday night at 8 o'clock on Showtime, we are getting the premiere episode of the 8th and final season of Dexter. Now, I don't know whether or not to be happy I get another season of Dexter or to be disappointed and upset that it's the final season. Either way, I'm excited to see what this season brings, and I'm excited to see how they end it. I hope it goes out with a bang and it's got a good ending. Now, if you've stuck with the show as long as I have, which is from the very first episode of the very first season, you know how good this show is. The writing, the directing, the cast, everything about it, the individual storytelling of each episode, or the overall plot of each season, or just the concept of the show. I mean, the concept is so original. I mean, we've got basically a serial killer who controls his dark urges by only killing other serial killers. I mean, it's a fantastic concept for a television show. It's just such a good show. If you haven't watched it, I urge you to go pick up season 1 and check it out. You're gonna love it. Now, with the 8th and final season, we don't know a whole lot about what's going to happen, but we do know a couple things. One, this season starts out 6 months after the end of last season. And basically we've got Deb, Dexter's sister, who is no longer working with the Miami Police Department. She's now working with a private investigator who's played by Sean Patrick Flannery of Boondock Saints fame. Now, I don't know how he's going to play into the show, and I don't know how her job with him is going to play into the show at this point. But obviously, this is the repercussions from the cliffhanger we got at the end of last season, where Deb basically killed her boss, the police chief LaGuerta, to protect Dexter's secret because she had found out he was a serial killer. And so I'm assuming that Deb goes through some sort of depression spiral and quits the police force. Or maybe she just gets depressed and they let her go. I don't know how it's going to start out. Other than that, we don't know a whole lot about what's going to happen in this season. Obviously, there's probably going to be some big bad guy that Dexter's going to be hunting down, some other serial killer. There's probably going to be some drama with Dexter's son. And obviously, we're going to get a lot of drama with Deb and Sean Patrick Flannery's private investigator character. As far as how I think the show's going to end, I mean, who knows? One thing I do know is nobody is safe on the show, so I expect to see at least a couple of deaths of some of the main characters. You know, whether it's Angel or, you know, maybe even Deb herself, I don't know. I think really the show would probably need to end in one of two ways. Either we get an ending where basically, you know, he doesn't so much ride off into the sunset, but it basically leaves off with, well, you know, he's going to keep doing what he's going to do, and he's going to keep trying to kill the bad guys and keep himself under control. And we get that kind of vague ending, or I think we're going to get an ending where Dexter dies in some way. I don't know if it's somebody else kills him, or maybe he kills himself. And then we're going to be left with basically his son with a little twinkle in his eye of maybe he'll grow up to be like his father, or maybe he won't, you know, kind of a little bit of a mystery there. I really think that's probably one of the two ways the show's going to end, but, you know, in the end, who knows? I'm sure the writers have a good idea for where this show's going, and they have a great way of ending it, just like they have a great way of just writing the show in general for the last 7 or 8 years. So, either way, this Sunday night, check out Dexter on Showtime. I'm excited about it. You should be excited about it. As always, I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll talk to you later.